A mid-sized company, the distribution of the number of phone calls answered each day by each of the 12 receptionists is bell-shaped, has a mean of 57, a standard deviation of 11. Using the empirical rule presented in the book, what is the approximate percentage of daily phone calls between 35 and 79? All right, let's see if we can work this out. So the empirical rule relates to a normal distribution. And so they are assuming this is a normal distribution. And that can be a dangerous assumption because for most data, it's not, even though a normal distribution is useful in most statistics. So normal distribution is a bell-shaped curve, bell-shaped histogram, I should say. Remember, histogram counts groups. How many people were in this range? How many people were in this range? How many people were in that range? And so on. And they're saying the average was 57. Standard deviation was 11, so that means if we go 11 to the right here, that's going to put us at 68. If we go 11 to the left, that's going to put us at 46. And so again, this is a z-score of 0, 1, and -1. And the empirical rule says that if you are within one standard deviation of the mean, you should expect about 68% of the data to be within 1% of the mean. If we go for 2 standard deviations, so if we add another 11 here, that's going to be 79. So that would be a z-score of 2. And if we subtract 11, that's going to put us over here at 35. That would be a z-score of -2. And the empirical rule says that within 2 standard deviations, so this entire region plus the 68, that's about 95% of data within 2 standard deviations. And here they were asking me about what percentage of phone calls are between 35 and 79. Well, that's exactly 2 standard deviations on each side. So I can answer this as just 95% based on the empirical rule. And the book has a picture of this breakdown. They usually show one more standard deviation. So if we go a 3rd standard deviation out here, plus another 11 is going to be 90 over there. And over here, that would be 24. And within 3 standard deviations, this entire region across all the way from here to there, we usually find that about 99.5%. Sometimes they say 99.7, depends on where you look, of the data is in that range there. So the empirical rule is 2-part. One, it's a histogram of a lot of data that has a symmetric bell shape like this. Within 1 standard deviation, you should find 68% of the data. Within 2 standard deviations, you should find 95% of the data. And within 3 standard deviations, you should find a little over 99%, 99.5% of the data lives between 3 standard deviations. That's the empirical rule. It's the distribution of a normal distribution.